Well, you're here to tell us about the Graphic Business Stanbic Bank Breakfast Meeting. Now, this isn't the first of its kind. You've been running this for a while. Franklin, tell us about it for those who don't know about it.
Thank you very much, Helen, and good morning, everyone. The Graphic Business Stanbic Breakfast Meeting is a thought leadership platform that the two great brands have come together, and for some years now, we do this quarterly. We assess the economy, we assess business environment, and we pick very pertinent topics that impact our business community, impact the economy, and of course, we seek to come up with solutions, because what we try to do is not only a talk shop, but create a conversation, get experts around, have a proper conversation on the issues, and reach certain recommendations in terms of solution proposals that we usually would give to the policymakers and other partners to ensure that the ideas that we are coming up with are ideas that could be assessed and ultimately input into relevant policy frameworks, and that's what we've been doing over the years, and this is no exception.
Fantastic. Now, the theme for the upcoming breakfast meeting is public-private partnerships as a financing option for sustainable development. It seems to be a recurring theme, always private-public partnerships. But Roland, why is Stanbic Bank supporting this breakfast meeting?
Well, for us at Stanbic Bank, we are an integral part of the economy, and we see Ghana as our home, so her growth is very important to us, and we do different things, try to drive that growth. So in earlier discussions before we came on was about high debt of the country, meaning government has to be innovative enough when it has to put some necessary infrastructures on the ground. So we looked at this and we decided, look, PPP is one form of procurement tool available for government. Other countries have used it effectively, and then I think it's something we should also consider. And that is why we're backing this topic, and we want to bring all the experts on board to try to discuss that. The good thing is that there is a policy and then available, and we also have an act backing PPP, so why not explore the use of PPPs?
Certainly. And what exactly then is the role of the bank in driving PPPs?
So PPPs involve various parties. You have the government that wants to put up some public infrastructure.
Right.
You have the private sector with the innovation. They have all the technical know-how. Then you also need the financiers, and that is where we come in. We have an area of products and tools and expertise in-house that can drive, and so we bring in private capital. We support the private sector with the capital in PPP projects. And we also bring some expertise in terms of assessing the value for money for those projects.
Now, Franklin, again, for the uninitiated, how is the breakfast meeting going to run? I know there'll be exciting discussions, the theme is laid out, but what else happens at these breakfast meetings?
So, like Roland has already said, I mean, even Stanbic is also a private institution anyway.
Of course.
So they play effectively in the conversation. And this time around, we are getting one expert to be the main speaker.
Okay.
And we have Vish Ashagbo, the senior partner, of PwC, who is the main speaker. We have carefully selected invited guests to contribute into the conversation. You would realize globally, PPPs are becoming key to us. In Ghana, it's becoming like a cliche. We've talked about PPPs for many
That's right,
years.
but we're not actually seeing it in action.
Exactly so.
Right.
So you realize that the theme is saying that it is an option. It's not one of the options. It is an option. Because discussing budget deficits and all that, you would realize that you need long-term financing.
Yeah.
Long-term financing really is in the space of probably private sector and other investments. And you see, you can guarantee that private sector has best practice, private sector has profit orientation. When you are operating and you have return on investment focus and all that, your approach to business is different. But when it's for all of us and we can do it anyhow and all that, then you have problems. When PPPs come in, you can guarantee best practice. You can guarantee your PPE obligations are being met. You can guarantee transparency. You can guarantee professionalism and all that. Immediately those things come in, it's a business conversation. And we all know when it's about business, people are serious. And immediately we get into that space, you build confidence of the market, confidence of potential investors to bring in capital. And immediately the capital comes in, we are improving the economic situation of people, we are improving standards of living, we are improving infrastructure, because businesses need a certain environment to thrive.
That's right.
And do well. If you have a PPP, for instance, for road construction, and they know that this is leading to, let's say, a certain farm. That farm has a certain value chain along the lines of factories to produce, add value to farm produce and all that, to help us to minimize post-harvest losses and all that. Believe you me, the approach will be different. So the thinking is that let us create this conversation, let us table solutions that are practicable, things that people have seen, things that people have experienced, nations have experienced. I'm sure that someone like Visha Shiagbo is definitely coming in with practical experiences as well to let Ghana know that it is possible in Ghana to make sure that we are making good success as far as leveraging opportunities around PPPs are concerned.
Fantastic. So the breakfast meeting is really to make a strong case that public-private partnership is a healthy marriage for development as far as Ghana is concerned. Now, for those who would like to attend, I mean, who can attend and how can they attend?
This is a strictly by invitation discussion.
Okay.
And so invitations have gone out. We are having so many confirmations. Unfortunately, we haven't requests for additional invitations, but we have a restriction on numbers.
Okay.
But of course, it is live on the Stanbic Ghana handles. It's live on the Daily Graphic Ghana handles, and of course we also have a media partner who will also run it live on there and all that, and there will be a lot of post event reportage and what's at the event. Our social media handles on X, on Facebook and others will all be highlighting some of the major points that will be made and all that. So it is Tuesday 28th of January at Slabadi Beach Hotel. We start at 7:30. And we are encouraging the nation to follow the conversation. We are encouraging policymakers to follow the conversation. And if you have any thoughts or ideas, you can share on our social media handles ahead. So we ensure that we are meeting the expectations of our people. And we are all working together to come up with clear solutions to make PPPs meaningfully applied in our nation.
Fantastic. I'm sure that viewers will be able to send in some questions ahead of time if they so wish on the Stanbic and Graphics Communications online platforms. But of course, it will be streaming, so you can follow along with this very exciting discussion happening again on the 28th of January 2025. Again, the theme is public-private partnerships as a financing option for sustainable development. Gentlemen, final words, and then we'll wrap up on this convo. Roland, I'll start off with you.
Well, so we're just inviting people, like Franklin said earlier on, that they should tune in. We want the ideas. We want to, shape discussions as to how we can move this country forward.
Fantastic. Franklin, final words from you.
It's partnership with Graphic Business. And Graphic Business, we set the business agenda every Tuesday and daily on our digital platforms. Let us do what is practically possible to make our nation and our people enjoy a better life.
For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.